ShiftCare account, whether they're office staff members or care workers, caregivers, nurses. You'll be able to add those different staff members in. I do want to remind anyone viewing this video that you will most likely need to go into your account subscription and add a couple users to that subscription in order to add more staff members as well. There should be another video in the YouTube Learning Center about managing your ShiftCare subscription, so I recommend to go watch that. But in order to add another staff member, I just come over to staff and I go check out my list of staff members. Here I'll have a list of all of them, and then it's as simple as just clicking this button in the top right corner where it says Add Staff. I'll have some demographic information that I'll be able to add here. Their name, their email, their phone number as well, and then you'll be able to put them in as either a carer or an office user. I'll get to that in a moment. I do just want to point out probably the most important part of this is going to be the email, because the email is going, when you put in the employee's email, it's going to trigger an email for them to then join your ShiftCare account. So once you put their email in and you save them, they will receive an email that looks kind of like this. It'll say like, "Hi, Matt McCann, you've been invited by name of business to join their team on ShiftCare. Please click below link to accept the invitation." So then they'll click that link. It's just a username and password that they'll create, and then they can use that to, when they download the mobile app in the App Store, they can then use that login to sign into the mobile app, or if they're an office user, they can use that login to sign into their ShiftCare account. So just back to the different roles. So we have it set on carer right now. If we wanted to add an office user, we would just click that. And then we get this little pop-up here where we can either make them an admin, a coordinator, HR, office support. So there's a couple different options. These options do have different permissions as far as what can be done in ShiftCare. If you're unsure, I would recommend going to our help center where we have a number of different helpful articles. And I'll show you one right now. Here's one about assigning roles. So it'll kind of give you a breakdown of what the roles look like, what the permissions look like. You can also manage some of the permissions as well. But we'll need to figure out what's the best fit for your organization. And then you can just go ahead and create that user, and you'll be able to start assigning them shifts, or they can start scheduling shifts and things of that nature. So if you have already added a staff member and they are not receiving the email to join your ShiftCare account, the best thing to do is going to be to go into your list of staff members. You'll find that particular staff member that is having trouble getting the email, and you will have the ability over here in this top right corner to just resend that invite. And so you can edit their email if maybe their email was wrong, and you can resend that invite so that they can join the account.